Hey everybody, it's Eric from EPautos.com, your libertarian car guy. Had an interesting conversation this morning with two friends of mine, business owners who are very pro-Trump, and I asked them what they thought about the Epstein thing, and their response was kind of interesting in that they don't particularly care. They see it as a distraction and an impediment to Trump's agenda, and I was kind of startled by that. And I'll explain why. And I don't know whether I'm an outlier or what, but I think this Epstein stuff is important. You know, leaving aside Trump's weird 180-degree turnabout on it, if any of these allegations are true, not so much about underage girls being involved in sordid activities with these older guys, that's bad enough. But the thing I think that's much more relevant, much more important, that does deserve to be gotten to the bottom of, is whether people were being blackmailed over that. You know, in other words, whether people in positions of authority, senators, congressmen, even presidents, corporate people, people who have the ability to move the needle, as that saying goes, if they were being blackmailed, you know, we don't even necessarily have to talk about, you know, I think the pedophilia thing might be a bit much, because if we're talking about, you know, 17-year-old girls, okay, they're underage technically, but it's not really children. You know, I don't know what the line is, but the thing is, it's skeevy. And if you have even 18, 19-year-old girls, it doesn't matter if they're in their 20s, and you got a married guy who's going to some party island somewhere, and, you know, he's having a thing with these women, and these women aren't his wife, and people have evidence that he's doing that, and have even videos of him doing that. Well, it's going to be a problem for him potentially, and it makes him vulnerable to being blackmailed. You know, he doesn't want to have that come out. He doesn't want to get divorced. Divorce can cost a guy half of everything he's got. Again, I'm not making any kind of excuses or apologies for these guys. I'm just saying that that's a fact and a reality, and the blackmail thing is important. And if intelligence agencies of foreign governments, you know, I dare I say the word Israel, were involved with this, if this was some kind of an operation on their part, then it's even more important that we get to the bottom of it. So I was just kind of surprised by the reaction of these friends of mine, because I was trying to gauge where things are, you know, with people who like Trump otherwise. And it looks like that's where it is. And that's kind of disturbing to me, because it seems like essentially it's a lot like the left, where the left doesn't particularly care about the principle of a thing as if it stands in the way of a particular policy goal that they want further. So anyway, if you have any thoughts on that, I'd love to hear them. More over at EPautos.com, the web's best libertarian gearhead site. Thanks as always for viewing, and we'll have more for you again soon.